Like, did you have like motion sickness, like headaches and anything like that? Because it's one thing to like play a game, I feel like, and like, I don't know, be watch a short film, but to be in there creating stuff, it seems like some of our artists really have to ramp up to spending time in there.
Yeah, so our setup was that we had a headset, like a Oculus Rift at each person's workstation. And then, so you constantly had to be putting the headset on to, see what's happening in the headset. But I'm not working in the headset all the time because that's too much. Like I'm just working with two monitors. But our user experience for minimum mass is that it's a diorama. So it's like third person and it's diorama scale. It's not room scale. And so the idea is that you have this environment, which could be a house or like a chunk of terrain that's like broken off a landmass, and you hold it in your hand, and the little characters are moving around in there like a play, and you can
Mm.
manipulate it. So you could lean in, you could translate it up and down and rotate it. But the original user experience also included scaling. So you would use your controllers in both hands to like pull the world apart, and it would get bigger and then it would get smaller. And that was something that we, the developers who were working on it, were like really into. We loved this idea. And then every time we showed it to someone, put a non-developer in the headset, they were like, this is really disorienting. And I think it has to do with that tolerance level. And John Carmack has said that there's this whole, and a bunch of other researchers have said this, is that like the virtual experience needs to like actually mimic the physical experience. If you're doing something to someone's body in the virtual space that totally departs from the sense of reality and physics of the real world, that's when you introduce nausea. And in this case, it was like you're scaling the world and the horizon was shifting, which like causes this nauseous feeling to happen. And so we eventually accepted that this was a cool user experience, but not a good one. And so we got rid of that. We got rid of the
Okay.
scaling factor and instead made it that your body, if you physically move close to this environment, you scale it up. And if you physically move away, kind of like in the real world, and then everything really started to fall into place after we streamlined that.